Okay, let's start. Bugun 5 modul. Introduction to Software Engineering 5 modul darsida nimalarni o'rganamiz? About software engineers. Bugun software engineerlar haqida o'rganamiz. O'tgan safar deployment, building the application haqida. Building application haqida gaplashgandik. What does a software engineer do? Software engineer o'zi nima qiladi? Bir kunlik ish kuni, qanaqa skilllar kerak? Keyin bizani opalarimiz, akalarimiz fikrlari, ayollarning fikrlari ekan bu. Alohida ekan. Practice bor ekan, career in software engineering bor ekan. Job outlook for software engineers ish deyapti. Career pathing. Qanaqa yo'llar bosib o'tish kerak? Software engineer job titles. Masalan, har xil joblarni titllari boshqacha bo'laman, shu nazarda tutgan. Career paths har xil naqalarni ko'rsatib bersa kerak. Activity matching with responsibilities, code of ethics mavzu juda muhim. Code of ethics degani shu kod yozishni etikasini o'rganish kerak odam. Careers in software engineering test bor ekan. Keyin modulni tugatish. Demak, bugun ham kod yozmaymiz, faqat gaplashamiz. Men bugun plan qildim 6-modulni ham tugatib qo'yish. 6-modulda final graded anaqa bor. Test bor, shuni topshirish kerak bo'ldi. Shuning uchun let's start.
Welcome to What Does a Software Engineer Do? After watching this video, you will be able to describe the types of software that
What's happening?
software engineers develop and the technologies that they use. Identify the categories of software engineers and the teams they work in, and describe the day-to-day tasks.
Describe the day-to-day tasks and the responsibilities of a software engineer.
Tasks and responsibilities of a software engineer. Software engineers use their talents in engineering, mathematics, and computing to design and develop software that solves real-world problems.
That solved the real-world problems was okay, buni quality'sini ozgina tushiramiz ekan. Sababi internetim yaxshi emayapti. Internet nормальный. Internet yaxshi. Nimagadir men juda kichkina bo'lib qolibman. Nega bunaqa bo'ldi bu? Razmeri buzilib ketibdi. Mana bu razmeri. Oldin uzunroq edi, hozir bunaqa bo'lib qoldi. Nima o'zgardi? Masaqa dars qilaman deganingda mana internet yig'laydi. Mobil internet Nimaga ishlamayapti internet? Sayt ishlamayapti. Agar ko'rsanglar o'zida muammo bormikan? Menimcha ko'rsanglar muammo bor. Chunki boshqa joylar ishlayapti. Mana internet speed normally.
Vazifalarni
Boshqa videolarni ko'rsa bo'lyapti. Boshqa sayt shaxmatga ko'rsangiz. Menimcha VPN yoqiq bo'lgani uchun bo'lsa kerak. Bitta boshqatdan kiramiz. Da VPN dan ekan. Let's start.
Welcome to What Does a Software Engineer Do? After watching this video, you will be able to describe the types of software that software engineers develop and the technologies that they use, identify the categories of software engineers and the teams they work in, and describe the day-to-day tasks and responsibilities of a software engineer. Software engineers use their talents in engineering, mathematics, and computing to design and develop software that solves real-world problems for their users. If you're an analytical thinker who enjoys problem-solving, software engineering might be the career for you. Software engineers develop a plethora of different types of software, from desktop to web applications to mobile apps, games, operating systems, and network controllers. They use many technologies to do this, including programming languages, development environments, frameworks and libraries, databases, and servers. There are two categories of software engineer: back-end engineers, also known as system developers, who build the computer systems and networks that front-end applications use, and front-end engineers, or application developers, who are more client-focused. They create the software that users will interact with, such as Android, iOS, and Windows applications, and platform-agnostic websites. Software engineers work in a wide variety of settings. You could work in a team developing off-the-shelf software, bespoke software to meet a specific client's requirements, or internal software for users in your organization. And within your team, you might work on data integration layers, which access and load data from a variety of sources into your solution. Business logic, which applies real-world business rules to the data in your solution. Or user interfaces, which enable users to interact with your solution. On a day-to-day basis, you might undertake tasks such as taking user specifications and designing new software systems to meet their requirements, writing code and testing that it works as expected, evaluating and testing new software programs, optimizing software programs for maximum efficiency, maintaining and updating existing software systems, documenting code so that other developers can understand it, or presenting new systems to users and customers. And some software engineers, such as DevOps practitioners, also integrate and deploy their code onto the underlying infrastructure. As well as building your own systems, you'll also be testing, improving, and maintaining software built by your colleagues. The responsibilities of a software engineer are as many and varied as the tasks which they undertake. In a junior position, you are likely to start out with a limited set of responsibilities focused on writing, testing, deploying, and documenting code, but as your career progresses, this will widen. And in a senior role, you will likely have primary responsibility for multiple areas of the software solution, including the planning and designing phases. In this video, you learned that software engineers design and develop a range of software solutions. Back-end engineers build the computer systems and networks, and front-end engineers build the user interfaces. Software
oddiy mavzular haqida gapirib, software injenerlarning maqsadi asosan shu server bilan tog'li narsalarni ishlatadi, front-end injenerlar haqida gapirdi.
Hi, I'm Shelly, and I work as a software engineer for a startup company in North Carolina. When I arrive at work in the morning, I spend some time catching up on my messages and checking my calendar for the day. Before heading to my daily stand-up meeting, I quickly check the status of my code merge request from yesterday. Great. It's got positive feedback from others in the team, and some suggestions from my mentor about improvements I could make. I'll work on those later. During our daily stand-up meeting, each member of the team talks about what they achieved yesterday and what they're working on today. Jonathan, my mentor, gives me some more advice about how I can optimize the code I wrote yesterday. After the meeting, I return to my desk, excited to implement the feedback I've received and continue working on my code. Now, it's focus time, when I can concentrate purely on my project work. I used Jonathan's comments on the merge request, alongside the notes that I made during our stand-up, to re-engineer a couple of methods to run faster. I also used some of our analysis software to compare timings with the previous version, and, when I'm satisfied that there's a marked improvement, I submit a new merge request to gather additional feedback. I then send Jonathan a message to ask if he can review it later today. After lunch, I'm invited to a meeting where the marketing department explains that they need a new feature to monitor the effectiveness of their campaigns. One of the senior software engineers, Marie, mentions that she's previously developed a React-based front end for a management dashboard that we could easily reuse. I'm tasked with creating a minimum viable product, MVP, for a small team in the marketing department to trial and provide feedback on. I've not used React before, but this is a great chance to get some hands-on experience with it while still making a contribution to the team. Learning on the job and developing new skills is an important part of a software engineer's role. On my return from the meeting, I find that Jonathan has reviewed my code and approved the merge request. He's impressed with the speed of the code and with my coding style. It's really helpful to get regular feedback from more experienced members of the team who can suggest alternative ways of solving problems. I've also received a bug report notification for one of the features I was working on last week. When I review the full report, I quickly spot the mistake and begin fixing it. To check that the fix and the original functionality work as expected, I develop and run a test case for the feature. It passes, so I submit a merge request for my fix and resolve the bug. Now I'm free to start researching React. I spend the rest of the afternoon reviewing the React documentation, watching videos, and reading blogs to give me an overview of React. I then contact Marie to ask for access to the front end she developed so I can review the existing solution. This gives me design ideas and inspires me to start planning my dashboard. On my cycle home, my head is buzzing with thoughts about how the new dashboard will look and the functionality I can provide through it. Tomorrow can't come quickly enough.
Welcome to Skills Required for Software Engineering. After watching this video, you will be able to differentiate between hard and soft skills, describe the hard skills needed by a software engineer, and describe the soft skills needed by a software engineer. Hard skills are the practical skills needed to perform a particular role. So, for a software engineer, these will be the technical skills they need to design.
Wait a minute, somebody.
Sandar, keyin bitta savol bor edi. Binary operatorlar bor ekan-ku. Ular qaysilar, qanday ishlaydi? Bugun intervyuda bitta savol berildi-da, intervyu emas, o'sha CTO bilan suhbat bo'ldi. O'tgan safargi aytganimdek. bitta array berilgan, massiv berilgan. Massivda hamma elementlar juft qatnashgan, aniq juft qatnashgan. Faqat bittasi to'q qatnashgan. Aynan o'sha to'q qatnashganini aniqlash kerak. Men ikkita yechim berdim JavaScriptda. Eng sodda yechim o'sha binary operator yordamida bo'ladi. Qanday foydalaniladi, qanday yechsa bo'ladi shuni dedi. Boshqalarga berganim yo'q bu savolni. Prosta siz dars berishar ekansiz Najot ta'limda. Boshqalarga qaraganda natijasi sal yuqoriroq turibdi deb savol berdi o'sha savolni. Qanday yechim qilsak bo'ladi shu savolga?
Ishkashni qoldi. Okay, sherigimizdan savol tushdi. Recharge qilish kerak deyapti. Mishkamiz deyapti. Eng yomoni mishkamizni zaryadga qo'ygandan paytda uni ishlatib bo'lmaydi. E'lon qilamiz. Hop, bu mishkani olib turamiz endi vaqtinchalik.
Sandar keyin bitta savol bor edi. Binary operatorlar bor ekan-ku. Ular qaysilar, qanday ishlaydi? Bugun intervyuda savol berildi. Intervyu emas, o'sha CTO bilan suhbat bo'ldi. O'tgan safarga aytganimdek. Bitta array berilgan, massiv berilgan. Massivda hamma elementlar juft qatnashgan, aniq juft qatnashgan. Faqat bittasi to'q qatnashgan. Aynan o'sha to'q qatnashganini aniqlash kerak. Men ikkita yechim berdim JavaScriptda. Eng sodda yechim o'sha binary operator yordamida bo'ladi. Qanday foydalaniladi, qanday yechsa bo'ladi shuni dedi. Boshqalarga berganim yo'q bu savolni. Prosta siz dars berishar ekansiz Najot ta'limda. Boshqalarga qaraganda natijasi sal yuqoriroq turibdi deb savol berdi o'sha savolni. Qanday yechim qilsak bo'ladi shu savolga?
That's array ichida I have an array and then that array every single element has a pair. Only one is not. What is the best way to find it? Is binary operators best way to solve that problem? So'raymiz. Yes, using binary operators, especially XOR operator, is the most efficient way to solve this problem. The XOR operator has a unique property that makes it perfect for this XOR. Any number, any number XOR communicate and associate, so the order of the operation doesn't matter. Explanation: if element appears in the pairs except for one XOR element, together we cancel out the paired elements, leaving only the unpaired element. Algorithm initialize the variable says the result to 0. It iterates through the array XOR each element with result. After processing all elements, the result will contain the unpaired element. Qiziq. Boomerang always run. Got it. Give me the response, my friend. Hop. Let me do it as can you explain how XOR works? XOR operator designates as in a Python that performs a bitwise exclusion or operation. Here how it works: binary representation. Numbers are stored as binary values, combination of 0 and 1s. The XOR operation compares corresponding bits of two numbers and follows these rules: 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1. Example: let's calculate 5 XOR 3. Binary represent 5. Binary represent perform XOR bit by bit. Hop. Şimdi bunu o'zimiz test qilishimiz kerak ekan. Okay, how it works endi buni tekshirish kerak. Ishlayapti demak. Hop, buni aytish bo'yicha 5 ni 3 ga solishtirsa deyapti. 0 bilan 0 0, 1 bilan 0 1, 0 bilan 1 1, 1 bilan 1 0. Ben 0 bilan 0 basam 0 bilan deyapti. Asad beni sakas qilgan bo'lsa kerak. Bir bilan 1 bo'lsa 0 bo'ladi. Ikkita bir xil bo'lsa har doim 0 bo'ladi. Har xil bo'lsa har doim 1 qaytaradi ekan. Demak, 5 bilan 3 ni XOR qiladigan bo'lsam 0 1 0 6 chiqar ekan. And the key properties of XOR depth self cancelling depth. A bilan A 0, 5 bilan identity elements depth. Order doesn't matter, communication depth. How it helps in your code problem depth. Period elements cancel out since all period elements in the array will reduce to 0 when XOR read. Unpaired element remains the only element. We're going to get torn depth, results or depth, XOR elements by 1 by 1 by 1 depth. Turn result for depth for tor bilan 1 ni deyapti. 5 5 bilan 2 niki 7. 7 bilan 1 niki 6. 6 bilan 2 niki 4. Final result for which is unpaired element. Yes, shit. Qiziq. Result 0. 0 bilan 4 ni pair qilsa, XOR qilsa 4 chiqadi. 4 bilan 1 ni XOR qilsa 5 chiqadi. 5 bilan 2 ni XOR qilsa 7. 7 bilan 1 ni XOR qilsa 6. 6 bilan 2 ni XOR qilsa 4. Agar bir xil bo'lsa 0 chiqadi. Hey my friend. My friend, buni oldin eshitgandim, hozir bir qarab ko'rdim. Rostdan ham shunaqa, to'g'ri. Faqat buni o'zini ma'lum bir shartlari bordi. qanaqa shartlar? Masalan, sizni pair bo'lib turgan elementlaringiz ketma-ket turishi kerakda, sherik bo'lib turgan narsalar. Masalan, 1-2-1-2 3-4-3-4 oxiri 7 bo'lib turib, keyin 5-6 5-6 bo'lib ketsa, mana sheriklari bor. Ortada bitta o'sha 6 nima, necha dedim, 7 nima, o'shaning sherigi yo'q bo'lsa, mana shunaqa holatda o'sha sonni topsa bo'ladi XOR bilan. Endi XOR bilan deganim o'sha binary operators. Endi do'stlarda qanaqa nom? Menimcha hammada bir xil. X bor, OR bor, keyin XOR bor, keyin yana boshqa bir ikkita bor Pythonda. AND OR nodes bor. XOR nima qiladi? Masalan, bu sonlarni binary darajada bir-biriga solishtiradi. Masalan, 4 bilan 5 ni bir-biriga solishtiradigan bo'lsa, 4 ni binary'sini ko'radi. 4 ni binary'si hozir bu joyda necha ko'rsatdi? 5 bilan 3 ni ko'rsatibdi. 5 ni binary'si 0101, 3 ni binary'si 0011 ekanda. Har bittasini chap tomondan boshlab bir-biriga solishtirib chiqadi. Masalan, 0 bilan 0 ni solishtiradi, 0 chiqadi. 1 bilan 0 ni solishtiradi. Xullas, XOR ni ma'nosi 0 bilan 1 bo'lsa, ikkita bir xil qiymat bo'lsa, ya'ni 1 bilan 1 bo'ladigan bo'lsa yoki 0 bilan 0 bo'ladigan bo'lsa, u 0 qaytaradi. Agar ikkalasidan bittasi har xil bo'ladigan bo'lsa, u hardan 1 qaytaradi. Endi bu nimaga yordam beradi? Nimaga yordam beradi bizga? Masalan, sizda qanaqadir array bor. 4 1 4 1 2 1 2 degan array bor. Siz mana shu ichidagi o'sha mana bu 4 ni topishingiz kerak, chunki 4 ni sherigi yo'q. 4 ni birinchi bitta 0 qiymatga, 0 qiymatga birinchi elementingizni XOR qilasiz. 0 qiymatni biror bitta elementga XOR qilganingizda narigi qiymatingiz o'zini beradi, chunki u o'zgarmasdan qoladi-da. Chunki 0 niki 0 bo'lganligi uchun o'zgarmasdan qoladi u o'zi, sonning o'zi. Keyin o'sha sonning o'zini endi keyingi elementga XOR qilasiz. Agar undan keyingi elementi qarang. Agar o'sha sonning o'zi bo'lsa, qarang. O'sha son masalan boshida 4 edi, ikkinchi son ham o'sha sonning sherigi bo'lsa, ikkalasini binary'lari bir xil tushadi-ku. XOR nima qiladi? Binary'lar bir xil tushganda hammasini 0000 qilib beradi. Shunda natija 0 bo'ladi yana sizda. Agar bir xil bo'lmasa, narigi sonni o'zini oladi. Masalan, 4 dan keyin 1 turganmidi? 1 ni o'zini oladi. Keyin 1 ni olgandan keyin 1 sizda hozircha bir qo'lingizda turadi. Keyin undan keyingi songa solishtiradi. 1 bilan 2 ni solishtiradi. 2 ikkalasi bir xil bo'lmaganligi uchun 2 ni oladi. Mana shunaqa qilib ketaveradi. Sizda oxirida resultingiz keyin shunaqa qilib oxirida to'g'ri qolar ekanmi, shunaqa bo'lar ekanda xullas. Ozgina tushuntirishim qiyin bo'ldi, chunki men ham o'zim ancha oldin o'qigandim buni, hozir bir qarab ko'rib exampledan o'qib berdim xullas. Lekin shu ekan eng yaxshi yechimi shu. Lekin mantig'i sonlarni binary bo'yicha solishtirganingizda shu XOR qilsa bo'ladi. Bizda XOR deydi. Bir xil binary'larni 0 ga aylantiraveradi. Mantig'i shu. To'rt bilan 0 qilsa 4 ni beradi. 4 bilan 1 ni qilsam nimaga 5 ni beradi? Natijasi 4 emasmi? Natijasi 0 emasmi? Demak bu ikkalasi sherik emas. 5 ni 5 bo'lib qoldi. Keyin 5 bilan 2 ni qildi. 5 bilan 2 ni qilganda 7 bo'ldi. 7 bilan 1 ni qilganda 6 bo'ldi. Xullas shunaqa gaplar. Darsimizga qaytaylik.
Build, maintain, and repair software solutions.
What skills required for software engineers?
Hard skills are learned skills. In the case of software engineering, they are usually learned in a school, college, or university environment. Now, soft skills, on the other hand, are less tangible. They are your personal characteristics and interpersonal skills. They're the non-technical skills that are part of your personality and, as such, are harder to define, quantify, or certify than hard skills. Because they're not linked to a particular business, though, they are easily transferable between roles and across industries. The job requirements for any role will be a combination of hard skills and soft skills. So let's look at some of the hard skills that are relevant to a software engineer. Software analysis and design skills are essential for a software engineer. You need to be able to analyze your users' needs through a variety of methods and then design effective solutions that meet those needs. You'll also need to be able to develop those solutions. Computer programming and coding are essential development skills. While some job roles require a specific language and/or toolset, employers will sometimes welcome you with experience in any language but expect you to cross-train into their preferred language. The Coding Bootcamp website, Coding Dojo, states that some of the most in-demand languages are currently Java, Python, C#, and Ruby. An understanding of a variety of frameworks and object-oriented principles are also key skills for a software engineer. While you'd hope to always create flawless solutions, it is likely that at times your code will either not work or not work in the way that you intended. You need testing skills to determine whether your code meets the functional specification of the solution and if it's easy to use. And when your code isn't working as expected, you need debugging skills to work out why. And when your solution is complete, you need deployment skills to distribute it to your users. These could include shell scripting, containers, and continuous integration and continuous delivery or CI/CD tools. You'll also need monitoring skills so that you can review the performance of your solutions and troubleshooting skills to resolve any issues that may occur. So now let's look at the soft skills of a software engineer. Teamwork is a key soft skill. Software engineers work in a variety of teams, some based on the project they're working on and some based on their specific role. If you're practicing agile development, you may also work in small teams known as squads. And you might also work closely alongside another developer in pair programming. Working in teams enables you to take advantage of each individual's strengths, as well as providing opportunities for you to gain new knowledge and skills. You'll need to be able to communicate with a wide variety of stakeholders in your project, from technical colleagues to non-technical personnel. For example, you may need to ask your peers for support and ideas, your manager for guidance and direction, your client for clarification of their needs, and your users how they best interact with your solution. Software solutions are often time-sensitive projects, and as such, your manager will be keen that you meet their deadlines. Managing your own time is imperative to ensure that you don't cause delays to others waiting for your work. And with increasing numbers of teams working across time zones, what could previously only seem like a small local delay can create a whole day of lost time for someone located elsewhere in the world. Software engineers need great problem-solving skills to succeed. You need them in the design phase to work out how to create an appropriate software solution, in the development phase to work out the code required to perform the task required, in the testing and debugging phase to locate and resolve any bugs, and throughout the lifecycle of the software to manage any issues that may arise. And when those issues do arise, you need to be adaptable to meet the changing needs of the project. Examples of changes include your client requesting a change or addition to the functionality, your manager requesting you to move on to a different area to meet a looming deadline, or your user requesting an alternative method of achieving a specific task. And finally, you need to be open to feedback on your work. Most software teams use some type of peer review system where peers review each other's code. This helps enforce any corporate standards and improves the code. In a junior role, you'll also likely have a mentor who will provide feedback and pointers where you can improve. And your stakeholders will provide feedback on pre-release and final versions of your solution. Welcome to Insider's Viewpoint, advice to future software engineers. In this video, we will hear from software engineers discussing their advice to those who are considering getting into the field.
Practice. You should practice all the time. You should learn new skills as much as you can. There are a lot of free resources out there that you can use to help you build projects. I think the best way to continue working on your craft is to learn, not only learn new things, but also use them to build projects. It doesn't matter if it's something that's been done before, or something that you're doing now, and you're using the tools that you used to build something new.
The most important thing for my career has been finding a business domain that I'm interested in that has what looks like not low-hanging fruits, but interesting problems to grapple with. The interesting problems for you are certainly going to be different than the interesting problems for me. But if you narrow down the domains that you're interested in, that can really help tailor both the things that you study, the types of jobs that you apply for. I have other friends where the domains they're super interested in is like machine learning. Like they're just nuts for machine learning, so they'll do anything that they can exercise like an artificial intelligence kind of thrust to the whatever business problem it is that they're working on. So like find that general domain and then kind of like dive in on that one.
But don't be scared to fail either. I think the beauty about what's one of the beauties about software engineering and the way that tech is evolving is there are a lot of opportunities, and there will continue to be new opportunities, and you know there's lots of movement in the industry. So if you take a job and you really are excited about it, but you know it ends up not working out as well, you can always move to somewhere else. There's lots of different types of lots of roles, lots of companies, all that sort of people move around. So don't let one potential failure either mean you give up. I think it would be a failure.
Yeah, so my best advice for those looking to get into the software engineering industry is to figure out what role you want to get into, make a list of the required skills for that role, and find free resources to start learning online. So when I was exposed to coding in 2018, after trying a few technologies, I decided that I wanted to be a front-end engineer or a front-end developer. And so I made a list of all the skills that I needed, and I started learning those skills using like free or low-cost resources online.
I think being careful about what's sort of hot and new. There's often this is more specifically to like taking jobs and how do you find like a good role and fit for you. I know a lot of companies will often sort of market themselves as being we're working with XYZ new technology. It's super hot and it's like the latest and greatest, and almost use buzzwords as a way to attract people. Be inquisitive and ask clarifying questions. Be wary in that sense too, or cautious when it comes to some of the buzzwords and new things, and just know what you're getting into.
Don't neglect the job hunt process. Pay due attention to that, because if you just study and don't pay attention to the job hunt process, you're going to get frustrated because you're going to finish one phase and then have a...
Second friend.
Welcome to Insider's Viewpoints, Advice to Women in Software Engineering. In this video, we will hear from software engineers discussing their advice to women in the field or who are considering getting into the field.
Recently, there have been a lot of good positive momentum and the diversification of the industry and making software engineering a more welcoming place for women in general.
So I come from work environments that are primarily women, and now I'm in a work environment that is primarily men. I think I've had a pretty good experience with my coworkers personally, but in the beginning it did very much feel like a little bit kind of like you're alone because you're the only or one of 2 or 3 women on your team. I would say just remind yourself that you actually do deserve to be there, that you actually do belong, and you do belong there. And everybody started exactly where you are. Everybody who started as an engineer and even at your company started and was like, I don't know what's going on, but you're capable and figure it out.
But if you're a software developer in a company, you're going to do software development, and if your bosses or management or other people in the company want you to do other types of work, you should be getting compensated for it. You should have a title that reflects what it is that you do. I have seen this happen a lot, where the woman on the team will be the one who cares about diversity, for instance. So is part of diversity workshops and clubs at the company, and is participating in diverse hiring events and doing all sorts of extra training around that side of things. And then reviews are happens, and as a software developer, if you're getting reviewed on code, you need to make sure that you're getting enough of that code in your life. Everyone needs to contribute. Everyone needs to pull their weight. You can't all go to one person.
Join a team that does make you feel like they do support women and want to elevate women and advocate for women. So I think it's very fair to ask directly to, say, a hiring manager, what is your plan for diversity on your team? What types of programs do you or the organization or company have in place to ensure that?
And as a woman, we are a minority and we're underrepresented in the tech industry, so there are a lot of free or low cost.
Xullas, obratlarni gapini qisqaramiz. Biz tezroq o'rganishimizga following technologies software engineer likely to use daily basis. Languages. Which of the following can a software engineer use to submit code review mesh request? Which of the following is an example of soft skill? Adaptable agile development. Which of the following tasks is likely to be undertaken by senior software engineer but not a junior? Design a solution. Job requirements are a combination of hard skill and soft skill. Let's go. Yeah. Adaptability. Job outlook for software engineers.
Welcome to Job Outlook for Software Engineers. After watching this video, you will be able to explain why demand is high for software engineers, describe the job outlook for a software engineer, describe what to expect from a software engineering role, and describe the employment options in software engineering. There are various reasons behind the current high demand for software engineers. Almost all industries need software to compete and grow, and this results in a continuous demand for software engineers. Most organizations require applications and websites for their company to function. Some apps and websites are for internal use, while others are used to interact with customers. The Internet of Things is also driving the need for software that interacts with products. This is a need that will continue to expand for the foreseeable future. All types of software programs, from messaging applications to commerce websites to office software, are available in different flavors from different vendors. Whenever one vendor releases a new version of their particular program, a competing company is likely to also update their program, requiring more software engineers to create the new releases, enhance functionality, and add new capabilities. So the outlook is bright for software engineers. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts a higher than average 22% job growth rate for software developers, analysts, and testers from 2020 to 2030. That's an average of almost 200,000 openings each year in the United States alone. These roles are likely to be across many industries, from mobile application development to health and insurance. There is also predicted to be a large increase in security software due to the increase in computer security threats and cybercrime. Many software engineers are graduates with degrees in software engineering or computer science. However, increasingly, employers like IBM, Google, and Tesla are starting to hire non-graduates who demonstrate the required skills for the role. This opens software engineering up to a wider range of society, ensuring that the cost of obtaining a degree doesn't preclude candidates from the industry. Salaries for software engineers vary significantly with years of experience in the field. As you acquire more experience and become harder to replace, employers typically provide higher compensation. In the USA, salaries range from $90,000 for a junior role through to $120,000 or higher for an experienced position. The average of $110,000 per annum for a software engineer is more than 2.5 times the average base salary across the USA. This, alongside bonuses and benefits such as medical insurance, gym membership, profit shares, and retirement plans, make a software engineering role an attractive proposition. So, what should you expect from a software engineering role? Dress codes are unlikely to be formal unless you're in a customer-facing situation. Hours are often flexible, sometimes around core hours set in the middle of the day. You may occasionally be required to attend meetings or calls which can dictate a physical or online presence at a particular time of the day. And the number of hours are likely to increase as you get near to product release dates, often without any matching increase in pay. The flexibility to work from home varies across employers, but there is no technological reasons why this cannot be done. In fact, some software teams are spread across the globe, working across all hours of the day. Software engineer employers include almost any type of business that you can imagine, from large technology companies such as Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google, also known as FANG, to medium-sized software companies that develop specific software and solutions to small software houses and startups. And almost all large non-technology companies, like banks, retailers, and pharmaceuticals, need software engineers for their own internal or external systems. And lastly, most employers will encourage continual learning, whether that be expanding your technical skills or enhancing your soft skills. They're usually keen to invest in keeping your skills up to date so that you can develop the best software solutions for them. Now, in the software engineering world, regardless of your job title, there are different employment options to suit your lifestyle and situation. Employed roles in a company or organization provide stability and a regular income. These can range from an apprenticeship or internship to a part-time role through to a full-time role. In software engineering, more so than a typical job, there is a huge independent contracting market and opportunities in the gig economy. These can range from simple website development to super specialized skills, languages, stacks, and products. In this type of employment, you can provide contract or consultancy services to organizations on a time-based or project-based model, or you can work on a freelance basis, taking on short-term contracts to work on projects that interest you. And many software engineers also code for free as volunteers, contributing to open source projects. This can help you gain experience, enhance your skills, improve your employment opportunities, and enhance your technical eminence. It also makes you feel good by doing something for a cause or community or social initiative that's important to you. In this video, you learned that the high demand for software engineers is due to increasing needs for software, increasing complexity of applications, and a continuing growth of technology. The outlook for software engineers is promising. The role of a Welcome to Career Paths in Software Engineering. After watching this video, you will be able to describe typical career paths for a software engineer and identify the likely roles within career paths. A career path in software engineering opens up as you gain experience and attain new skills. Often
tushunarli biror rahmat. Bu boyagi masalaga endi bitta holatda yechim ekan, saytingiz bo'yicha ham. Faqat shu elementlar yonma-yon joylashtirilgan holatda. Men qanaqa yechimlar berdim? Birinchi yechimim aylanib chiqib nechta borligini sanash, har birini agar qaysi birida toq son chiqib qolsa, o'shani yechim sifatida chiqarish dedim. Bunda endi JavaScript metodlaridan foydalanmasdan qilinganda. Ikkinchi yechim sifatida yana bitta massiv ochib olinadi. Birinchi elementda, masalan, aylanish davomida birinchi elementda o'sha result massiviga solinadi. Ikkinchi marta o'sha ikkinchi element keladi-ku, masalan 5, 2, 3 bo'lib ketadigan bo'lsa, 5 kelgan vaqtda birinchi element 0-indeksdagi elementni result massiviga soldik. Ikkinchi marta 5 kelgan vaqtda result ichida tekshiriladi. Agar result ichida bor bo'lsa, resultdan o'chirib tashladi. Yo'q bo'lsa, qo'shiladi. O'chirib tashladi hozir biz holatda. Ular sudda shunaqa qilib oxirida bitta son qoladi, result erida agar toq bo'lsa ichida. Agarda juft bo'lib qolsa, hammasi o'chib ketib qoladi, ya'ni javob ichida umuman toq sonli son mavjud emas degan yechim beriladi. O'sha ikkita yechimni aytdim men ularga. O'sha endi ular so'ragani o'sha binary orqali yechim qanday bo'lardi deganiga o'ylanib qoldim keyin. Hozirgi men aytgan ikkita yechim ham menimcha yechim, faqat endi optimal bo'lmasa kerak va lekin binaryga o'xshash darajada.
It heads in one of two directions, technical or management. If you thrive on working with code and solving problems, then the technical path enables you to continue working closely with technology as your career progresses. Or if you exhibit strong leadership qualities alongside the soft skills of a good software engineer, you might progress on to managing a team of software engineers and the work that they do. So let's take a look at a common career path for a software engineer progressing on the technical or managerial path. Remember that different organizations will use different job titles, but the roles will be similar across the board. You're likely to start out in an entry-level position as a junior software engineer or associate software engineer. At this level, you'll be developing small chunks of software to meet agreed client specifications. You'll be assigned a team leader or mentor who will guide you along the way and provide support when you need it. During this phase of your career, you'll be on a steep learning curve, gaining new skills and experience with every block of code that you write. You could then move on to a software engineer position. In this role, you'll be expected to be more independent and be able to break larger tasks down into smaller, achievable subtasks. You may be learning new programming languages and demonstrating an understanding of the software development lifecycle. At this stage, you might be asked to mentor a junior software engineer or take responsibility for a larger part of a project. The next stage of your career could be a senior software engineer position. In this role, you're likely to have involvement across the whole of a project and with an entire code base. You may be asked to mentor software engineers and to conduct code reviews across the team. And from the experience you've gained in earlier roles, you'll be expected to be able to solve a wide range of problems in an efficient way. If you choose to follow the technical path, then your next role might be as a staff software engineer. In this role, you'll work as part of the technical team, developing, maintaining, and extending software. You'll be responsible for ensuring that the software meets customer and user expectations, and that it uses resources efficiently. If you decide to follow a managerial career path, you could become a technical lead. In this role, you'll manage the team of developers and engineers developing the software in your organization. You could be responsible for the entire development lifecycle and report to the project stakeholders. Continuing along the technical path, you might progress to be a principal engineer or technical architect. At this stage, you'll be responsible for the architecture and design of a software solution, as well as the development of it. You'll be expected to create processes and procedures for your team and provide technical direction. On the managerial path, you could become an engineering manager. In this role, you'll ensure that the entire team is appropriately supported and encouraged to progress in their careers. Becoming a director of engineering could be the next stage in the progression of your career. It is a strategic and technical role. On the strategic side, you'll determine priorities for the projects within the company, identify hiring needs, and define long-term goals. On the technical side of the role, you'll be involved in defining new projects, specifying requirements, and overseeing the project. The lead of an organization's technology arm is likely to be the Chief Technology Officer or CTO. In this role, you oversee all of the research and development in the company. You'll also monitor the company's systems and infrastructure to ensure that it meets your needs and budget. Even at this level, you'll continue learning. As technology evolves and new products appear on the market, you'll be responsible for deciding which ones meet your business needs and could give your organization a competitive advantage. Of course, not everyone who starts out as a junior software engineer follows these traditional software engineering paths, but you'll find that the skills you gain will benefit you in a wide variety of other roles. If after working on client projects for a while, you decide that you prefer interacting with the clients to writing code, you could transition into a technical sales or customer support role. If you enjoy coding but find working with numbers and data is more appealing, you could transition into a data engineer or data scientist role. And if you find that the data side of your new role is your passion, you could move on to become a database administrator or database developer. And if you enjoy finding and fixing bugs, you might transition to a software tester role. IT is a vast field with an abundance of opportunities across many skill sets. So starting your career in software Welcome to Software Engineering Job Titles. After watching this video, you will be able to list commonly used job titles for software engineers and identify the primary duties of and skills needed for these roles. Job titles such as software engineer and software developer are very broad and can be used to describe a spectrum of roles. As well as these titles, you may come across other titles related to specific subdomains in software engineering. While individual organizations might use company-specific job titles, you'll find that most fit into one of the more generic titles. Types of software engineer roles include front-end engineer, back-end engineer, full-stack engineer, DevOps engineer, software quality assurance engineer, software integration engineer, software security engineer, mobile app developer, and games developer. Front-end engineers focus on developing the user interface, or UI, of languages, as well as web services. As a games developer, you'll work alongside graphic art, each of which has specific duties and responsibilities and requires a specific Welcome to Insider's Viewpoints, Career Pathways, and Continuing Education in Software Engineering. In this video, we will hear from experts discussing how they became software engineers, their education, and their background.
So I have a non-traditional path into software engineering. My bachelor's degree is in social work, and I worked as a social worker for some time. I was introduced to coding via social media, randomly on social media. I was scrolling in December 2018, and afterwards I kind of fell down the rabbit hole of learning how to program, and I decided to go to a 10-month-long, very intense coding bootcamp to make the switch into software engineering. And so one thing I've learned over the past three and a half years is that your career doesn't have to be linear, and your career doesn't have to look like anyone else's.
I just picked computer science. I love math. that's the only thing that I think really drew me to computer science was, if you love math, apparently you'll love computer science too. So I think some of the most successful engineers that worked for me or I've worked with come from backgrounds, not even sort of like mine either, people with non-technical backgrounds who picked up coding on the side. There's so many folks who come from or English majors or philosophy majors or bio, whatever it is. Because I think there's this, you can learn all these skills and become a really strong engineer without having gone to a four-year college or more for computer science specifically or another engineering role.
In college, I ended up taking applied math. I did applied math as my major. I want to. You'll find numerous posts of people debating with
skills with the technologists you work with to keep up with the community. Learn Raspberry project Google Reddit Raspberry is popular. Reading documentation depth.
Which is a really great way to learn new things and also
market as with. Let's go.
Welcome to Software Engineering Code of Ethics. After watching this video, you will be able to state each of the 8 principles in the Software Engineering Code of Ethics and explain each of the 8 principles in the Software Engineering Code of Ethics. The Joint Task Force on Software Engineering Ethics and Professional Practices developed a code of ethics outlining their goals and standards for software engineers engaged in the design and creation of software. The task force was formed by the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers Computer Society, or IEEE-CS, and the Association for Computer Machinery, or ACM, in order to recognize the prominence of computing in global commerce, government, and society. This IEEE-CS-ACM Joint Task Force championed the need to hold software engineers accountable so that the present and future status of the field as a beneficial and meeting their goals and standards for software engineers engaged in the design and creation of software. The task force was formed by the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers Computer Society, or IEEE-CS, and the Association for Computer Machinery, or ACM, in order to recognize the prominence of computing in global commerce, government, and society. This IEEE-CS-ACM Joint Task Force championed the need to hold software engineers accountable so that the present and future status of the field as a beneficial and respected profession is maintained. The Code of Ethics consists of 8 principles that pertain to the specification analysis, design, development, testing, and maintenance of software, and are dedicated to serving the public interest. These principles are intended for anyone who is in or related to the profession, and includes engineers, mentors, instructors, managers, students, and policymakers. Here we will summarize each principle. However, the full text of each principle and its additional clarifying clauses can be found on the IEEE-CS and ACM websites. The principles in the Software Engineering Code of Ethics focus on the following topics: public, client or employer, product, judgment, management, profession, colleagues, and self. The public principle comes first because it is expected that software engineers should act primarily in accordance to positively affect the public good. This includes accepting responsibility for their work with regard to safety, fairness, accessibility, and integrity. Next, software engineers should act in the best interests of both their clients and their employers. They should act honestly and be forthright when it comes to unethical actions, such as plagiarism or illegal activities. They should seek consent where necessary and appropriate, and honor confidentiality. The third principle relates to the product under production. Software engineers should seek quality while keeping in mind cost and timelines. Now, this next principle outlines how software engineers act with integrity and independence in their professional judgment. They are expected to maintain objectivity and honesty when working with the software and relevant documents they are involved with. Software engineers should not engage in any inappropriate financial activities, such as bribery and double billing, nor may they accept duties that create a conflict of interest. Software engineering managers and leaders should also behave in a manner consistent with these principles where it applies to them and those they manage. They should work to minimize risk and employ security procedures. And managers and leaders should also work to ensure realistic expectations of their staff, provide just compensation, and procure intellectual property rights whenever appropriate. The profession principle describes the duty of software engineers to protect the reputation of the profession by acting with integrity and not elevating themselves at the expense of others. Software engineers should let managers, employers, and clients know they intend to act in compliance with this code of ethics and express concern over violations of the code. Similar to the profession principle, software engineers shall treat their colleagues with respect and fairness. They should encourage their peers to comply with this code of ethics and not take credit for the work of others. The final principle, focused on the software engineer themselves, reminds software engineers about the importance of lifelong learning and professional development. They should endeavor to create quality software and strive to conduct themselves in a professional manner. It should be noted that this code of ethics is not a replacement for conscientious decision-making and common sense, but it can be used as a supplemental guide. Knowing when and where to apply these principles will always be up to the discretion and wisdom of the individual. In this video, you learned that the Code of Ethics serves the public interest to hold software engineers accountable in the analysis, design, development, testing, and maintenance of software.
What type of organization do software engineers typically work in? What type of organization do some technology-based companies, only non-technology-based software is all type. True for all software engineers can only follow a technical or mechanical press. Which of the following roles is likely to work on the roles is likely to work on the end user experience part of application? End user part of application. End user. Security engineer. All software engineers are graduate roles. Which of the following are common career direction for us? Technical and managerial. Which of the following is a principle in the software engineering code? Which of the following is a principle in the software engineer's code of ethics? Oh, look. Front end again. Let's go. Summary. Endi bu bo'limni tugatdi. Menimcha butun bo'lim bo'yicha savol javob bo'ladi endi. Buni esa qattiq tayyorgarlik ko'rib yetish kerak, bo'lmasa bo'lmaydi. Let's go. Which of the following is the best description of data integration layer? Hop. Birinchi o'zim yechishga harakat qilaman. Bilganlarimni. Complete is the following. Software engineers design and develop software that solves real world problems. Which of the following is an example of hard skills? Programming. Attribute of soft skills. Certifiable, quantifiable, measurable, transferable. Bu so'zlarni measurable degan o'lchasa bo'ladigan degani. Quantifiable bilan bilmasak mayli. The US Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts approximately what percentage growth 22. A technical career path is a good choice for if you enjoy solving problems, of course. Who is the most likely to work alongside graphic artist and sound technician? Which is most likely to work alongside graphic artist, games developer. To learning on a job and developing new skills is an important part of software engineer's role. Which role is responsible for developing code to test the functionality? Quality assurance engineer. What is the overarching purpose of the software engineer code of ethics? Overarching purpose to make software user friendly, public, some periods of developers at the protocol. Purpose tushunmadim. Tarjima qilamiz buni. Hop. Menimcha over translate to Uzbek bor mana. Dasturiy ta'minot muhandisligi axloq kodekslar asosiy maqsadi nima? Serve public good, to improve the quality of VMS, software development parameters, to serve public good, make users to serve public good. Hop, ikkilanganlarim. Tarjimasini. Hammasini. Qaydagilarning qaysi biri yumshoq mahoratlarga atributi sertifikatlanadigan, miqdor o'lchanadigan, o'tkazuvchan mana bu nima degani ekan tushunmayapman. To'g'risi tushunmadim. Transferable again. Okay, brains. Which of the following best description data integration layer applies real business rules into data in a solution? It accesses and loads data from it enables users to interact with their solution. It stores all data for a solution. Like integration means data part of one. Integration implies accesses and loads variety of resources. Okay, submit. Let's go. Bittasiga 10 balldan bersa bitta xato qilsa ham 90 bo'ladi lekin. So gradedda 100 bo'ldi. Bu final emas ekan. U unaqani final ekan. 5-modulda finalni endi boshlaymiz. 6-modul mana bu. Anaqa bo'yicha. Software engineer, introduction to software engineering bo'yicha. Code editor storage. Which of the following is a code storage tool? Code storage tool. Storage tool nima degani? Bularni masalan storage HTML storage tool emas. Code storage tool, code editor, IDE, code editor ikkalasi bitta narsa. Bu version control. Code storage tool. Technology adds more styles to functionality. SAS. Following statement is true regarding to pair programming. Most developers find pair programming to be unproductive use of their time. Pair programming requires two developers to be in the same physical location. Pair programming is a type of agile development where two developers plan and discuss their ideas and they create solution. Pair programming always consists of one developer typing in the code while others written bu boshqa edi. Mana bu to'g'ri bo'lishi kerak. Endi uverin bo'lish uchun tekshirib ko'ramiz. Yes. Which of the following do version control system helps you keep track of? Which of the following do versions control system helps you keep track of? Who changes the code? Which of the software engineer type of software developer develops the software that users interact with front end? Which of the following is an example of hard skill? Cloud computing. Which of the following are reasons for high demand for software engineering? Lack of engineers and the lack of people. Many people engineering. Most organizations need software engineering application websites. Yes, this is the main reason I think. A senior software engineer often monitors, identifies hiring company, takes responsibility for overall architecture, design and product. Yeah boy, I'm just managed to order. takes responsibility for all architecture. Which of the following is an advantage of using software development lifecycle? The problems during the coding phase, team members share the same roles, the possibility of response, increase risks. Menimcha. Chunki pastdagilar ham qisman qanaqadir kiradi, lekin eng muhimi mana shu solve problems during the coding phase bo'lsa kerak. Respond to changing requirements. It shows the software development process, verifies that software matching established requirements and is free from bugs. Testing. Which of the following specifications specify policy and regulation requirements? System requirements, specific software requirements, application requirements, specific user requirements. Why? Application requirements, but again, system. Doors based on the over. Software requirements are SRS bo'lishi user requirement specification. Which of the following software development methodology easily handle requirements and another feedbacks? Agile methodology easily attribute of object is called an attribute of the object is called property, blueprint, instance, class. An attribute of an object is called a class bo'lmaydi. Blueprint. Which of the following is a characteristic of components? Repeatable, complex, extensible, extensible bo'lsa kerak menimcha. Component bo'lishi nima bo'lishi kerak? Albatta. Which type of architecture is a computing model in which a server host delivers and manages most of the resources and services? Which type of computing model in the server's host delivers and manages most of the resources and services delivered to a client? Which type of architecture is a computing model which a server's host delivers and manager must manage most of the resources and services? Which environment is intended for use by all users? Production. Which one of the following is an example of interpreted JavaScript? What 4-key database operation create, read, update, delete? The while keyword is used to perform which of the following types of programming language? Loop. What is the name of special type of identifier that you can reference multiple programs elements? Container, to'g'ri. Qanday birinchi kursimizni oxirgi natijasi 85. Oh my god. Following technology adds more styles and functions to CSS. Let's see it again. User requirements match SRS and the software requirement of the blueprint, property class, instance those object again, property degani boshqa narsa, class degani obyekt class yasalgan narsa bo'lib qolishi. An attribute of an object attribute blueprint bo'ladi. Mayli o'zi ham shaharlarmi gap. Ishi yo'q bizda, xullas tugatdik deyapti. Welcome to alphabetical terms definition. Ishlatilgan narsalarni ta'riflab bergan. Bunda xullas bizga kerak emas. Congrats, next steps deyapti. If you want to know more about software engineering and encouraging others to take the next step, either if your software is publishing coming soon, develops and the professionals are in the introduction to the program. I know, take a look at me again. Good luck. Go to next. Thanks for your honors contents here. You need to know you can earn honors by completing all required assignments in this course, and all honor assignments are not required to pass. Your final project qilishim kerak ekan. Software engineer job search and analysis steps. Qanaqa job search analysis qilishim kerak ekan. There are total 20 points for onto the task uchun 20 points beriladi. In the final project, your final assignment will be graded by your peers who are also who are also completing this assignment within the same session. You need to complete the following and submit your response to peer review. Xullas, qanaqadir hozir bizda 14 ta taskimiz bor ekan. Mana shu narsaga erishishimiz kerakda. 20 point berar ekan 14 ta task uchun. Uni tekshiradigan odam boshqa bizga o'xshagan odam bo'ladi. Biz ham xuddi task boshqa kimnikidir tekshirishimiz kerak, qanaqaligini, o'zimiznikini tekshirishda adashmasam. For this kind of final project, find a software engineering job posting that interested your job board of your choice, such as LinkedIn, Indeed, or ZipRecruiter. Find a post that because you're interested in that you can choose to apply in the future. Skill deyapti. Xullas, biz topishimiz kerak ekan job requirementlarni biz o'zimizga yoqgan kelajakda topshirishimiz mumkin bo'ladi. Analyze the posting by responding to the following questions and statements. Enter your responses in the text box. Provide the submit screenshot when requested. To take screenshot in Windows, you need to to upload the file, click the upload file button, click browser. Upload the screenshot that displays the company name, the job title, and salary range, and job location. What company names? That's my job version. Example depth. Ask me what is the company name? Is it for adapters? And I said what software engineer adapter, experience salary adapter. That's how savollarga bitta javob berib chiqamiz ekan. Qayerda qo'yilgan bu deyapti. What search terms did you use to find this post deyapti. How many total results we returned for that. List to required skills for the job, knowledge of basic Python knowledge. Expected education experience required, bachelor degree in computer science of current. Provide reasons as to why the particular job is interested you and provide details as most highlighted the benefits, talk traffic. Less. Mana shuni yozishimiz kerak ekan. Demak, shu interga kiramiz. Junior software engineer role at Google deymiz. Chunki menga Google yoqadi, shuning uchun Google'nikini ko'ramiz. C jobs. Hub. Experience. Intern. Early ikkalasini bilamiz. Keyin location. Degree, job types. Organization. Google. YouTube. How? Sort by. Technical software engineer, full stack core depth. Early career cloud AI, bachelor degree experience. Data structures, technical solution consultant, technical solution, program manager, cloud service, data center technician, software engineer design. Experience data technician, software engineer, early career campus, bachelor degree program. As more program knowledge, job experience working with data structure. Hop, mana shu yoqda. Ularni more qilamiz. Bundan olib mana buni screenshot qilaman. Hop. Capture. Hop endi kirib my submission o'tib project title. Tasklar deb yozishimiz kerak ekan. Screenshot upload qilamiz ekan. Birinchi upload. Browse. Recent ichida hozir qilgan screenshotni turgan bo'lishi kerak. Hop, job title. Job title'ini yaxshi mana early career campus. Ana javob olaman. Ishlash oson bo'ladi. Hop. Job title. Caption. Bu provide the company name listed in the job post. Job postda company name aytilganmi? Google deyilgan. Hop, caption sifatida bizga mana bu berilgan mana. Minimum qualification. Shuni ko'rgan qilamiz. Caption shuni qo'yamiz. Google provide the job title. Job title mana? Campus. Provide the expected salary for the expected salary berilganmi? The responsibilities, salaries is not given. Salaries berilmagan. Browser on me dollar. Excuse me. Browser on me, excuse me dollar. Job location Warsaw, Poland. Warsaw. Warsaw, Poland. Provide the URL. Search term usage junior software engineer at Google. Total number of search results. Search results qancha chiqdi? Qancha result chiqqanini ko'rsa bo'lardi. More than two required bachelor degree and programming language Python, Java, C++. Expected education or experience requirements: bachelor degree or equivalent experience. Provide 2 reasons as to why this particular job is interesting to you. First is because they big house because first of all it is in Google. Second, this job location is in the Poland. One of my dream city to live and work. 2 hard skills and soft skills. Provide 2 skills are required. Hard technical skills required for a job you don't really have or which you improve on have. Bilmaydigan men bor deb. Testing the project. Knowledge about large-scale system design. soft skills that you would helpful to have you find from. Fast learning, communication skills. State at least 2 ideas or concepts you learned about in this course that are relevant to this topic. I think I need to learn more about than coding. Coding is just one process of creating an great application, and also software engineers do a lot more than just coding. System design and documenting everything before starting the project. Submit. Give your project a descriptive title. Research about junior software engineer role. Let's submit qildik. Hop, endi your peers can now review your so you can do your part and help others. Review assignments men boshqalarni assignmentini ko'rib tekshirishim kerak. At least two left to complete. Ikkitasini ko'rishim kerak ekan. Boshlaymiz. Rasm bor. Okay. Yes. Okay. Rasm bor. Okay, endi biznikini kimdir tekshirsa, mana bu bitishga bo'ladi. Keyin shu bilan introduction to software engineering deganimiz har biladi, messages ichida kelibdi. Congratulations, your course certification is ready deyapti. Bu accomplishment qilsak bo'lar ekan. 85-70 bo'lib ishlabdi. That's all LinkedIn. Sanjarbek work gmail.com. To'g'risi parolmasmi yo'q. What? Save files. Issue date, credential, ID, skills. Media. Post. Hop. Shunchaki bu. Profilga kirsam menimcha endi qayerdadir certification degan joy bo'lishi kerak. Mana license to certification da introduction to certification IBM turibdi. Show credentials bossa anaqa chiqib keladi mana. Sanjarbek Tursunov. Graded achievement 85-70 deyapti. It's okay. Uni 100 qilsak bo'ladimi ekan? O'zgararmikan? Keyingi yillarda endi cool qilishga harakat qilamiz. But that's enough. Say thanks for ekan. Link it this course to say thanks to your instructors. Na. Hop endi learning pathga kiradigan bo'lsam. Soatimiz ham o'zi qizotibdi. My coursesga o'taman degan. Kalendarni to'g'rilashim kerak ekan. My learning bar. Data science math skills o'zi bu aytganimdek bu bo'ladi. Completed chiqib kelyapti mana. Endi one of completed 11 deyapti. 11 tadan bittasini tugatdik. Ikkinchisi getting service get and GitHub degan boshlashimiz kerak. Enroll. Continue. Bu kurs bizning naqamizda bor. IT sessionda shuni beryapti. 4 modules bor ekan. Qani go to course. Endi o'sha git bilan master bo'lishimiz kerak. Sразу message kelibdi. Welcome to the server git. Welcome to the server git. Let's 4 modules bor ekan. Git bilan GitLab haqida. Hop, birinchi modulimizda getting service get and GitHub. Branching with GitHub. Git workflow with Git command. Cheat sheet glossary graded quiz. Practice project. Final project. Course warm up. This is optional working with GitHub from your Windows desktop. Bu o'zimiz uchun ekan, xohlasak qilar ekanmiz, xohlasak qilmaymiz. That's it. Demak, birinchi darsi course introduction get started bosmaymiz. Lekin kursga kirmaymiz chunki kursni keyingi safar davom etkazamiz. That's it.
Qo'rquvchi bo'lar ekan, to'qodirami?
Ha, ruschalab qo'yar ekan.
Ko'rdingizmi?
Ha, ko'rdim.
Sidam bundan chiqarib qo'yadi.
Demak, tugatish vaqti keldi. Streaming file qancha 1 soat ishlab bo'ldimi? 103 minut bo'ldi. Orada muammolar bo'ldi. Shuning uchun goodbye.